Today I'm going to be checking out this electric car charger. I was sent this at no cost so I could do this review. Let's take this thing out of the box and check it out. So right out of the box, it comes like this. It's got this nice case that it's in. It is a soft case, but it looks like it holds it pretty well and it's pretty sturdy. So let's go ahead and check this out. So when you take it out of the soft case, you're going to find the charger itself. It does have a 220 50 amp style plug that's on here. It's got your standard car charger plug here. And then of course the main logic unit of the charger itself. It's got the little LCD and a little touch button, it looks like there. And on the back of this, it's got specs and the little holes where you can hang it on the wall. It does come with this microfiber cleaning cloth, I guess, here. And then of course the manual that's going to go over, all the settings, everything you need to do to get this thing up and running for your vehicle. So I'm going to go get this plugged in and see how well it charges. All right, so I'm out in the garage now and I've got this thing plugged in. It's not plugged into the outlet where I plan on putting it. I need to put an outlet right above where I'm going to hang this. So right now I just have it plugged into a 240 volt extension cord that we use for our RV until I get that plug ready. But when I do get it ready, you basically just put the plug right where you want to hang it. And then this does have like the little nail hole or the little holder up there where you can hang this, right below it. That way you don't have to just hang it from the outlet. You have a hole that you can hang it from. That's good. Now, as you can see here, it says 32 amps. That's where the actual ampage is set. It's detecting you have a good ground. And then you just hold this button. Then it brings you to the menu screens. So you can flip through these different menu items by just pushing this little button. I mean, it's just touch sensitive. And you can go and change these main settings. So let's say I want to change the charge current. You click and hold this area. And then now it's going to bring you here. So it's going to start as low as 6 amps, 8, 10, 13, 16, 20, 24, and 32. Now, I could plug this in, even though it's 32 amps, into our volt, and it would charge the volt at whatever the volt can charge at. The setting to change the amps is basically to not overrun the plug. So let's say this is plugged into, for some reason, a 20 amp 220 outlet. Then you would want to set this down lower so that way you didn't have the ability to pull 32 amps because then it would overload the breaker. So then you would go through the menu, go to charge current, and then you would change it to something more reasonable, like maybe 16 amps. You don't want to overrun the actual circuit that the plug is on. So our volts will only charge at a max of 16 amps, so it's fine to put it on this. But I could plug it in and leave it at 32 amps. Their car's just not going to charge that much. Now, if you come up with a car that can, well, then it's going to want to go all the way up to 32 amps, which would be fine for a 50 amp plug, which is what I have it plugged into now. But if you had it in, say, a 30 amp plug or a 20 amp plug, something like that, you definitely want to go in here and change the ampage on what it can charge at. And then, of course, it's got these other settings. You've got the ground protection or not ground protected. We have a good ground that this is plugged into, and it's already detecting a good ground. But if you are having problems with grounds, you could probably go to not ground protected and be okay. And then time reservation, that's just basically where you can go and set the times where this thing is going to charge and when it's not. Maybe if you have like a time of day plan for your electricity, that might save you some money. Let's go ahead and get this thing plugged into the car and make sure that it can charge it. So one thing about the handle too is it does look like it has like a nice metal clamp here, and that's important to me because my kids broke the last one. So now that this one's got a metal clamp on it, I think that's going to do a lot better. I took the end cap off, but as you can see, it's attached right here, so it's readily available to put it back on. And well, let's plug it in. Clamps in nice and sturdy. And we'll wait for the beep, and there it is. So that means it's charging. Let's go check out what it says on the display. All right, and as you can see here, I have it set to 16 amps. It shows the temperature and everything. It shows how many kilowatts it's charging at, so 3.2 kilowatts. It shows your voltage and everything down here. And it shows how many kilowatt hours that we've put in the car so far. So if you look at it, it's like 0.05. And it even shows you like a little battery meter up here that it's charging. So it looks like it's going to do exactly what we need. I hope this video was helpful. Thank y'all very much for watching. Take care.